Hi, Justin. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Justin, can you tell me something about yourself?
Right, so hi, again, my name is Justin, and I'll just go ahead and tell you things that are not on my resume. So I'm originally from Baguio City, but I recently moved here in San Fernando, La Union because I had to look after my aunt. And I'm also into music, and I'm into Ben and Ben nowadays. The reason why is because their songs are very motivational and inspirational as well. So I recently worked as a recruitment specialist for a BPO company in Baguio City, and as a recruitment specialist, I conducted face to face and over the phone initial and final interviews. And I'm also an account lead for several campaigns like Amazon, Green Dot Corporation, Capital One, Instacart, and MyNet Phone. So, as an account lead, I hire right by hiring quality customer service representatives. And one of the most notable achievements I had with Saitel is when I hired for Amazon. So, Amazon was just a new campaign back then, but it's not really a new campaign because they just started hiring the last July. And I actually filled in all 8 classes with 100% on time fill rate. And while filling up the classes, I also ensured the quality of hires, and I got commended by the stakeholders because of the quality of hires that I provided. They even compared their performance to Palawan and Manila, and they saw that Baguio's customer service representatives gave a better performance than the two locations. And as of current, I'm trying to improve my online skills, specifically my Photoshop and video editing skills. So I tried to enroll in Udemy, but it's a bit costly for me. So I shifted to YouTube and Google so that I can try to improve my video editing skills and my Photoshop skills as well. And I'm also a student of the ICT, or the Department of Information and Communications Technology. I'm under their technical training program, and under that training program they're actually teaching us social media marketing and advertising skills, chatbot development skills, and virtual assistant skills, which I think will be very beneficial to your company.
Wow, I'm impressed already. Well, Justin, can you tell me about your strengths? Because earlier you were telling me a lot of things that you know and you can do, but what is your strength specifically?
Right. So one of my strengths is that I'm highly organized. So every time a task is given to me, I see to it that I immediately write it down on my to-do list, so that I won't be able to miss any deadlines. And so far, for my 2 years work experience, I haven't missed any deadlines at all. And another strength of mine is that I always give 100% in everything I do, and see to it that everything I do is not half baked, and give all my efforts into doing one task or a workload.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, how about weaknesses? Do you have any?
Yes, I actually do have a weakness, and that is I actually have a low self confidence, and I think lowly of myself. So every time that thing or that thought comes into my mind, I always try to remember the reason why I started in the first place, because I won't really be motivated to do one thing if I'm not passionate about it, or I'm not motivated to doing that, right? So I always try to look back to the reason why I started, and I just try to fake it till I make it, and go back to the things that I have done before. And when that the specific thought comes to mind that I actually did this task before, so why am I feeling nervous now? So that also gives me motivation, and I that also gives me the thought not to think about my low self confidence.
um, Hearing that from somebody that has done so much at a very young age, it makes it sounds like superficial. It doesn't sound real to me, but yeah, it's really true that some people are really feeling very lowly about themselves. They feel mediocre at some point, but with the way that you carry yourself and the way that you speak, you communicate, you're very confident. Maybe you're just thinking about it. Maybe you just have this certain standard because you're very organized, as you said it. You just have this certain standard that you think you wanted to meet. So don't think about it too much. I think you're on the right track, and since you're very young, you will slowly earn that confidence in due time. All right, I like that. Next, do you consider yourself as a lifelong learner? And then, if there's something that you're studying at the moment, you told me earlier that you were studying more about video editing skills and Photoshop skills. Is there anything else?
Right. So I do believe that I am a lifelong learner. So I believe that learning should be continuous, especially in this kind of industry, because of the latest trends. You need to update yourself in those latest trends as well, because that's where you'll be getting your ideas and your content also. So aside from Photoshop and my video editing skills, I also tried to get Adobe Illustrator. So I am into art also, calligraphy. So I'm trying to incorporate my calligraphy skills digitally.
Nice. You can also use that in branding. And if you're going to create logo, I would suggest that you practice Illustrator, and then Photoshop mostly for photo manipulation. So maybe you can focus on Illustrator first for your branding skills, because you can use that in social media tasks, social media services, and then you can follow Photoshop. Anyway, they're kind of similar. All right. How long have you been a freelancer, Justin? And what kind of what I mean, what made you decide to become one?
So I just recently started my freelance journey this year, and the reason why I started is because I think this is really my passion. So I actually tried applying for freelance jobs 2 years ago, but I don't have a laptop, I don't have a computer and equipment needed. But my one youth group member was actually encouraging me to apply, but then again I don't have the equipment. So what I did is that I applied in corporate jobs first, and then tried to save up money and earn money for the equipment. And luckily this year I was able to purchase my equipment already, and I decided to leave my job at Saitel. Although I don't really have a client now, I just took the risk and went for it.
Don't worry. You'll get a client soon enough. How many? So my next question would be, how many clients do you have so far, and what kind of work have you done for them? But you just told me that you don't have any clients yet. Is there any other skills that you've done for someone, even if it's for free, or how can you prove, that you can work for me, even if you haven't experienced getting a client yet?
I see. Right. So although I don't have any clients now, me and my friends actually have a small business here in San Fernando, La Union. It's a samgyeopsal delivery service, and I'm the one creating their content. And also, I also have done their chatbot already. So you can actually check it out at Grab Samgyup on Facebook. And also back when I was in college, and actually up until now, I'm still member of the Breviarians. It's a youth group in Baguio. And as a youth leader, I am tasked to organize certain events. And as an organizer, I am tasked to create posters, certificates, their logo and whatnot for the event. I was actually using Canva also.
Wow. Okay. Chatbot. Interesting. So, what do you consider as your freelancer service specialization, and why did you choose that niche?
Right. So as of current, I have chosen social media management and development, and also chatbot development. So the reason why I chose those two specializations is because in the DICT training, I especially enjoyed creating content and also creating my own chatbot as well, and the chatbot for our small business.
Yes, thank you. Well, this project may require you to work for about 30 to 40 hours a week and during nighttime, during your time. Do you think that is something that you can do? What's your schedule like?
Yeah, I think it's. Oh, sorry. Yes, it's something that I can do. I'm amenable to working 30 to 40 hours a day and also night shift. I'm pretty much flexible.
All right, a week, not a day. Sorry.
Oh, okay,
It's
sorry.
okay. All right. Do you consider yourself as a team player? Do you prefer working with teams or by yourself?
Mhm. Okay, so I can work either way. I've tried working alone. I also tried working with a team. I can adjust pretty well.
Great. Do you have a service fee range for this job? Do you have an amount in mind?
So as of now, since I'm still new in this industry, the minimum rate I want to charge is $5 per hour.
All right, thank you. What do you consider as your long-term goal as a freelancer? This is in terms of your skills, your rates, and your clients.
Right. So my long-term goal as of now for my specialization is that I want to improve my social media marketing and development skills, and also my chatbot development. And I'm also aiming to help other people to create their own brand in the online industry. And for my rate, I'm actually aiming to get at least six digits of a salary per month. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that in a few years' time. And also for the clients, I'm hoping that I'll be able to find my niche or the clients that I want to work with.
Right, very good. Well, what is your understanding of being a social media specialist or a social media manager for that matter?
So my understanding of the job is that you'll be tasked to create content and manage the pages of your clients. And aside from managing and creating content for your clients, you should be able to drive and increase the sales of the company itself.
Okay, thank you. Well, how do you take negative feedback?
Right. So I actually take negative feedback positively because this can actually help me grow as well. So I'm just going to share with you an experience I had with Saitel before. So when I was hiring for Amazon, so for Amazon, I was asked to hire for 8 waves, so 50 headcounts per wave, and the deadline or for each wave, I only have 2 weeks preparation time for each wave. So in one specific wave, I almost got short-handed with people. So I had 35 people, and that was Thursday already. And on Monday, they were supposed to start. And my manager bluntly told me that you should just give up. You won't be able to meet the quota anyway. You won't be able to meet your target. So it's okay. You just give up. You just try to complete the next wave instead. So my first initial reaction was that I really felt demotivated because I was actually trying to do my best in filling up the classes. But after feeling demotivated for just a few minutes, I took that as something that I need to work on. So what I did is that I tried to look for more leads that I can convert to hires. I dug up all the trackers and the system as well, and went in on a Saturday just to complete the classes. And come Monday, I have successfully completed the class as well, and still got commended by the clients and the stakeholders because of the quality hires that I provided. So yeah, that's
Wow.
it.
Yes, never give up. And don't listen to anyone who would, put you down because only you yourself um only you yourself knows, what you can do and what you cannot do. So that's a very good attitude. Thank you so much. Do you still have any questions for me or about the project perhaps?
I think my only question right now is that when will I be able to get the results of this interview?
Oh, you will start tomorrow if you can.
That's good news then.
Thank you, Justin. You can turn off the recording now.
Ayun po.